Well, you know, 2016 has been a memorable year, among other things, though it may go down as the year of the protest. Folks in cities across the country protesting a variety of issues, from the president-elect to police shootings and immigration. But you know, as we see more demonstrations out on the streets every day, some are wondering if we're beginning to see a loss in their impact. Mike Tobit is live in Chicago with more on this. Mike, a big day tomorrow, and more demonstrations are planned?
Right, biggest shopping day of the year, of course, as you know that. And thousands of demonstrators are going to try to grab the spotlight by descending in Chicago's glitzy shopping district known as the Magnificent Mile. Now, an organizer with a group called the Chicago Alliance Against Political Repression and Racism says we will not stand still and allow retailers to profit from their misery. However, one Chicago activist says you end up with a lot of protesters, many causes, and you don't send a message to a receptive audience.
They may have a message, they may have an agenda, but for the most part, these are young people who really don't understand what's going on.
Now, the first Black Friday protest was following the police-involved shooting death of Laquan McDonald. The organizer, Frank Chapman, of this upcoming demonstration says they did get results. Protesters brought enough pressure to result in the toppling of a police superintendent as well as a state's attorney. Eric?
Yeah, and meanwhile, is there a strategy or a general focus on all these demonstrations, do you think, that we're seeing across the nation?
Well, in Chicago in particular, it's primarily focused on police-involved violence and interaction with the minority community. But the big pile-on is anticipated, everything right down to the results of the election. However, Chicago columnist John Kass says it's a mistake to dismiss these demonstrators as kids and crybabies. He says this is the galvanizing of the left.
You got to step out of the box a little bit and look at what's really going on. And what's really going on is the left is organizing these young people to get ready for the next election and moving the party to the left.
And Kass also says failure to take these demonstrators seriously is the same mistake the Clinton campaign made when they dismissed the Trump supporters as uneducated and deplorable. Eric?
All right, Mike, and John Kass certainly knows the streets of the city as a great columnist. Thank you. Heather?